All right, folks, what's going on? This is episode 779 of the First and Frame Rate Show. I am VF Baller. Over here, we talk about Georgia Southern and Atlanta Falcons football. And the Falcons are actually in pretty good shape when it comes for a QB change. We're going to talk about that today and give my thoughts and opinions on that, where there's really not a wrong answer here. I've come to grips to be like, you know what? With all the quarterback talk, anybody that we bring in here, or if we don't bring anybody in, we're probably in good shape. And I'm going to talk about that. So let's just jump right into it. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. I can be found on YouTube and Rumble, also on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. If you want to watch the show, you can watch it on Rumble. You can also watch it on, I think it's on Spotify as well. You can follow me on X at VF Baller. The website is firstandframerates.com. Let's jump right into this. I don't want to waste too much time on this. Matt, you got Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. What other? I mean, there's even been talks of not coming here, but they're talking about Trey Lance could be on up for grabs when it comes to trades. You got so many options that the Falcons got, even going through the draft, or even not touching anybody and taking it another flyer on Desmond Ridder, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. I don't think they should do that. But either way, and I'm going to talk about that Desmond Ridder thing in a second, even though, like I said, I'm not a fan of it. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But any situation or any direction that we go in, we're in good hands. We will be good. We should be better than we were last year. I'm not against any of the quarterbacks that I mentioned outside of Desmond Ridder coming back as QB1, and it would just be a good situation where we should win more games than we did last season. I just don't see where we would regress at this point. We got a good coaching staff. Look like we got a pretty good OC. Defensive coordinator look like he's ready to go. The players are coming back. They're going to be a little bit hyped because of Raheem Morris. Kyle Pitts is going to be at 100%. The running backs, the offensive. I think we just re-signed Nate Landman. We're going to be okay. I think a lot of people still have that mentality, or that whole situation of them being fans of the team, really concerned, or they just have this notion that everything is going to continue to go south. And I get it. I mean, as Falcons fans, that's how it is. But I really feel at this point we're going to be in good hands. I really feel it. I like the coaching staff. I like how everything is going with the staff and the players. We already had everything in place. The only thing that we really need to deal with is the quarterback situation. So with that being said, I don't need to run down the list of quarterbacks that are available, but like the ones I mentioned, you can go through any of those quarterback situations. You can pick up any quarterback in the draft. I think that we should easily win 9 games. And I'm just saying that just very, very early, but you should win 2 more games than you did last year with better quarterback play at the very least. If you don't, then there's something seriously wrong with what's going on here. So I know a lot of people like to talk about things up for, just for debate purposes and just get clicks or whatever the case may be. I try to stay even keeled on whatever I do as far as content creation, and just be like, any quarterback comes in here, we're going to be fine. I am not a fan of Desmond Ridder. He should not be quarterback 1. If anything, if you want to put him as QB 2 or 3, I'm cool with it, but there's no way he should be coming into the season as QB1. I would like to see him being developed under a better system. Zach Robinson, the whole situation with him being under that Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan system, he should learn a lot more than what he did under Arthur Smith and Dave Ragone. So I will give him a fair shake to learn under the system. I don't want him off the team, but going into the season, I don't think he should be able to be QB1. I mean, I think you go bring somebody else in, give him some fierce competition, or just have somebody come in just to be, the quarterback, just straight up. So, that's basically where I am with that. It's just, you get Kirk Cousins in here, he's going to cost a good bit of money. I mean, he is. I mean, we have a good bit of cap space, but he's going to cost a good bit of money at the age of 36. Do you keep him around for another 2 to 3 years and see if you can win something with him? I mean, to be honest, it's not a bad choice, especially if you think that you can let Desmond Ritter hang around for another 2 years and learn something, or even one more year and learn something. Keep him under the rookie contract and see if he can learn behind Kirk Cousins, behind Zach Robinson and T.J. Yates and all the other guys that we have here. Can he learn none of that? It's a possibility. And then you see what you got from there. What if you bring in Justin Fields? Then you have a situation where you can have another 10 years of a quarterback being your franchise guy. A lot of people give him a bad rap with him being in Chicago, and I'm like, I'm not saying that he's the best, but he needs a new environment. So that would be nice to have that as well. So I'm okay with that I'm okay with that as well. Russell Wilson is more of the cheaper situation out of both, and he's going to give you pretty much the same. He could give you the same results that you're getting with Kirk Cousins, 2 or 3 years. Probably get him between 3 to 5 million a year. See what you can get with that for the next 2 or 3 years. Excuse me. And with that being said, you can build, or groom another quarterback up under that as well. So that's not a bad situation. Now, I heard the Vikings, I think it was the Vikings are trying to go after Trey Lance. Does that mean he's on the block for all the teams? Because, the Cowboys have Trey Lance. What do you see about that? I don't think he's anything close to being a franchise guy, but it is what it is. He's out there. So there's also talk about Baker Mayfield. I mean, I'm not against that as well. That's kind of leaning towards the Justin Fields situation. Bring him in, put him in, get him a pretty big contract. You could probably have Baker Mayfield for the next 8 to 10 years. So that's another one that you could do as well. There's so many ways you could go about this. It's so many ways. So I get it with the whole debate of who should be quarterback. I think Justin Fields. I think Kirk Cousins. Do you feel this way about Russell Wilson? Whoever they bring in, y'all, I believe this. Whoever they bring in is going to be a good situation. We should be able to get 8, 9, 10, 11 wins with that quarterback. Injuries or, whether catastrophic, if none of that happens, we should be in very good shape to, make a run at the division and possibly go deep in the playoffs. This team is way too talented to not have those situations. So the Falcons are in really good shape, y'all. They're in really good shape for a quarterback. And then, there's no way around it, in my opinion. I think the only way, and the thing is, I haven't even talked about none of the rookies. I haven't even talked about any of the rookies. That just shows you how well we got it right now. You can sign one of these free agents and still draft a quarterback. You have a really good situation here, where the quarterback situation is really not a wrong answer. Even if, you can honestly, you can make a case of keeping Desmond Ritter no go quarterback at all. You can make that. I know that's not going to that's not an option, but you can make a case of that. The only reason why I say that, because you believe in what Zach Robinson and them are doing. Can Zach Robinson fix Desmond Ritter? Can he? Can they? I don't think so, but you would think with that type of acumen and those type of coaches, they should be able to do something with them. They should at least make them better. Tell him to hold on to the ball and don't throw the ball, in certain situations. I don't know. It's just, I'm not caping for him anything. It's just, I trust this coaching staff that they could do anything that they want to. I really believe they could do anything they want to with this coaching staff. So with that being said, I don't think anybody's panicking. I haven't seen any, fans panicking or whatever, or any other content creators panicking. But we just have to understand, honestly, right now we got it really good. We probably got it the best than a lot of teams, and we're not even playing any games on the field because we have a good team. We know what we need to fix. and we got a handful of quarterbacks to choose from, whether it be free agency or whether it be in the draft. I think it's a good problem to have. And I think whatever quarterback we choose, I think it'll significantly make us better than what we are now. So I think we're good money, y'all. I really do. I think we're in good shape. No joke. I really think we're in good shape. If you like the commentary, hit the like button, share this podcast, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this? Do you think they're in good shape? If regardless of who they pick up, that's out there that could be available. Do you think that what quarterback would you want? What quarterback who you want to be on the field for the Falcons? What quarterback you don't want? What is the worst case scenario for you guys? But for me, I don't see this going wrong. And even with me not liking Desmond Ridder being QB1 again, I would trust Zach Robinson in the offensive coordinator if they decide to do that. Would I be a fan of it? No, but I'll just have to trust them and see what they got. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to bring somebody in, absolutely. And from what I'm hearing, they're going to bring somebody in by the beginning of next week. Free agent signing is already starting. So, like I said, Nate Landman just been signed, so they can sign people, so it's going to be interesting. I can be found on Apple, Google, Spotify, Rumble, YouTube. I'm all over the place. So if you want to listen or watch on any of those avenues, I'll be there. I really appreciate you guys for the support. Can't thank you guys enough. Follow me on Twitter, and CashApp and PayPal links are below. I'm going to get out of here. You guys take it easy and enjoy the rest of your day. Y'all be blessed. Peace.